To my understanding, it had Nissan written across the back of it, right?
Yes, that is correct, Nancy. It had an emblem of Nissan imprinted on the back. Now, police are telling us today that they believe, because of numerous reports from the media, because of this vehicle, that the person driving the vehicle has possibly altered it in some way. Of course, we said it was a white vehicle. It had dings and dents on the back of it on the rear passenger side, some rust, kind of bad condition. They believe that this person may have perhaps altered that vehicle, but we are told it definitely is a Nissan truck.
Melanie, how is the evidence developed today?
Well, what I can tell you, Nancy, is so far about 300 leads have come in since Ben went missing Monday afternoon. So police continue to work those leads. They say that the investigation is progressing, and they have talked to some people of interest. Coming up next on ABC News Channel 20 Midday, the latest on the child found in the dumpster in Jacksonville and who authorities plan to leave the baby with. Plus, violence in the media, a look at a new study that asks how exposure influences kids. And flu season has arrived, what health officials are urging you to do now to stay healthy. This is Midday. Your local news starts right now.
The St. Louis Sports Hall of Fame induction ceremony.
Todd, thanks. There are multiple honorees from the sports world being recognized tonight for their accomplishments both on and off the field. And tonight we had the chance to talk to them about the special honor. How do you maintain such longevity?
I think it's a matter of just following the sports to have good credibility. I try to, I'm pretty good with stats and remembering names. I'm on my second generation of kids now.
Happening today, we're less than 7 hours away from the grand reopening of the Ronald McDonald House. And we got a sneak peek inside the renovated house. It's been closed for the past 4 months. The city of Springfield is set to start its fall leaf pickup program at the end of the month. All leaves must be in plastic containers or brown paper bags. They can't weigh more than 50 pounds, and they must be on the curb by 7 a.m. each Monday through December 4th. And the village of Chatham is providing dumpsters this Saturday and next to discourage people from dumping trash in the woods. The annual fall cleanup is happening Saturday from 7 a.m. till noon at Chatham Community Park. Dumpsters will be available for garbage and tree branches. Hazardous waste, electronics, and tires will not be accepted. One woman from South Jacksonville is planning to be in Washington, D.C. for Friday's inauguration. The State Journal-Register is reporting that the McDonald's on MacArthur Boulevard will be closing at the end of the month. The paper reports that the owner is closing after 60 years to concentrate on his other locations in Chatham and on Freedom Drive in Springfield. Displaced employees have been offered positions at those two locations. The gallons of water now iced over and causing some very dangerous driving conditions. The break happened around 7 a.m. this morning. Crews last reported they are still trying to turn off the water. Happening today, the 538 members of the Electoral College are meeting to make President-elect Donald Trump's victory official. In Illinois, electors are meeting at the Capitol right now. In addition to voting on Trump, they'll also decide whether the Electoral College should be changed. Lone Orange is a consulting firm that helps small businesses attract the right clients with clarity and focus. Here today is founder of Lone Orange, Tiffany Huckelman. Tiffany, thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
Okay, so you call yourself the Wonder Woman of Lone Orange. Tell us about when and how the idea for the company came up.
Sure.
And welcome back. We are here live at the Joy of Sharing. We're going to be here all day long. And this morning, I'd like to welcome back our regular contributor here at Good Day Marketplace, All Things Mama, Casey Schwartz. Welcome back to the show. So this morning, we're talking about how to get our family, how to get our kids involved. You have 3 kids.
That's right, I do.
Yeah, so how do you get them involved in this giving season? And we are in our conference room here. And what are we talking about today? Microphototherapy, what is that?
So microphototherapy is a light and heat combined treatment. So it uses multiple wavelengths of light to deliver energy and heat into the skin for rejuvenation.
And then how often can someone get these treatments? Is it like a once a month thing or just kind of as needed?
Melanie Steen looks at how one prominent local high school has been given a blessing to address this problem.
Todd, thanks. St. Louis University High School is the very first school in the state of Missouri to use these helmets with the new technology, and it was all thanks to an anonymous donor.
The benefactor donated the money to buy the helmets. The helmets can range from anywhere from $800 to $1,200. It all depends on the size of the helmet and things like that, so the price of the helmet can vary.
Mike Jones is a former linebacker in the NFL, so he's seen his share of injury on the field. These days, he's the head football coach at St. Louis University High School. But fans of the game remember him best from his time with the St. Louis Rams, and that includes that Super Bowl 34 win.
Okay, well, it's Vice's helmet. It's a helmet that was designed by former NFL coaches and players. The technology just from the years of playing football, these guys being involved with it, seeing what's the best way to protect a person while they're playing football.
We talked to some of the guys on the team, and 2 of the 3 we interviewed had already had concussions before the new helmets arrived.
During our CBC game, I got a concussion from that helmet, but during this earlier game, I kind of got hit by one of the linemen. I didn't really feel anything, so I see a major difference.
That concussion sustained by freshman Jordan Coleman forced him to sit out 2 games this season. But again, that was before the custom-fit helmets had arrived.
I really like them. Last year and this year, I started with the SpeedFlex, Riddell SpeedFlex. I can see a major difference between the 2.
These, can you kind of describe the difference for us?
The difference is these, we got these personally fitted for us, and they fit our head perfectly, and they kind of take care of the impact that you get, so it really just helps your head feel a lot better and you don't feel the hit as much.
There's a term that those who play the game know all too well. It's called having your bell rung. SLU guard Joey Lansing says that while he's never had a concussion, he has had his bell rung before.
I feel safer because I was thinking, I've got my bell rung before, just a little ring or something, just shake it off, but so far in 3-4 weeks of using these, nothing. Because I thought I got hit hard in the head the other day at practice. I didn't feel anything. I was like, wow.
They used to have a term, you got your bell rung. Well, that's not safe anymore. You can't say that. The technology of knowing what a brain trauma is now compared to just, I played 15, 20 years ago. So brain trauma, concussions, all these different things, we're light years ahead of where we used to be. So we know a lot more about the ramifications of not properly diagnosing concussion.
Obviously, you guys are special in that you're the first school in the state of Missouri. How does that make you feel? It
makes us feel good. I mean, we want to make sure we protect our young men. So that's the first thing. In order for me to be a coach here or anywhere, we want the kids and their parents to understand they're in a safe environment to play football. We have the best equipment for our young men to play in. So whatever happens, if something happens, it's not going to be because of we didn't teach it right or we didn't have the right stuff. Stuff happens on the football field, and we understand that, but we want to make sure we do everything possible to keep them safe.
Melanie Steen reporting for Inside Sports.